Welcome back to Carlene Carter and her Circle of Song.
Now, when I was growing up, Mama used to put this lady's records on, hold me in her arms, and dance me all around the house. There was something about the way that she delivered a song. It could be strong, sweet, tough, a growl here and there, or a vulnerable catch in all the right places. She moved me then, and I still can't stand still when she sings. I'm so happy that she's here tonight. Please make welcome Brenda Lee.
Baby, why you been gone so long? Tell me, baby, why you been gone so long? You been gone so long. Tell me, baby, why you been gone so long? Wolf is scratching at my door and I can hear that lonesome wind blow. Tell me, baby, why you been gone so long? Someone said they thought they saw you rolling down in Reno with another girl from San Antonio. They say that I'm a fool to pine for you, but what do they know? Tell me, baby, why you been gone so long? Tell me, baby, why you been gone so long? You been gone so long. Tell me, baby, why you been gone so long? Wolf is scratching at my door and I can hear that lonesome wind blow. Tell me, baby, why you been gone so long? Tell me, baby, why you been gone so long? Tell me, baby, why you been gone so long?
Thank you, Brenda. Well, I've been playing telephone tag all week with my next guest, trying to figure out what we were going to sing together. So I hope you like what we picked. Please make welcome a song's best friend and my pal, Pam Tillis.
Thank you, Carlene.
Well, you know, I want to talk to you a little bit because a lot of people don't know that you and I we're friends, of course, and our backgrounds are really similar because with your daddy, Mel, and my mom, June, we kind of grew up in the business and all that stuff. You know, with them singing around us.
Opry brats is what Marty Stewart calls us.
Yeah, Opry brats.
Yeah.
But we didn't really meet each other until we were a little later on, and I think we both were starting our careers out about that time. I remember the first time I met you, I'd done a show, and you were telling me back then I had an English accent.
Yes, you did not sound like you were from Madison, Tennessee. I think you'd already been hanging out in England for a while and really had picked up. It was strange when you mixed the Southern, which you're very Southern too, like me.
A Cockney Madison accent.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, but I remember at that point, it's like I was like doing the kind of rockin' thing, and you were doing a lot of different things.
Jazz and R&B and all kinds of weird. I didn't know what it was, but
I know. I think it's like
it wasn't commercial. I'll tell you that much.
Well, I'm glad we got back to where we are now.
Yeah,
in our
we got
country
back to
roots.
basics.
But I wanted you to tell a little story that you told me the other day about. This is just sort of like goes to show how similar our backgrounds are in a way. It's like about the guy coming to interview you.
Yeah, this guy came on our bus, and this was a few years back before I was, you know, even. I was just really starting to have hits.
Before you got really famous.
Right.
Yeah.
And he came on the bus and he starts asking me all these questions. And I would, he'd say, so you did rock and roll for a while? Well, yeah. You spent some time in England, didn't you? Which I did. I went over there and did some writing with some people. Yeah. And he's asking me all these questions. And then finally he got to, well, you were married to such and such. And I went, no, you got me confused with Carlene Carter. And he had two other friends with him, and their mouth both fell open because they realized, I think he really thought I was you. It was definitely a case of mistaken identity. But what was funny is the interviews and the biographies, the resumes, they really did match up to a point. It was kind of spooky.
Well, sometimes when I get tired, you can do my interviews for me, and I'll
Thank you. I think that's a really good plan.
Well, that kind of like, it might bring us around our little song here, because the guy that they were referring to was Nick Lowe, who was my ex-husband and still my friend, and we wrote a lot of songs together. And every time I used to run into you around town, you'd say, we got to get together and rewrite that song. I know, because,
it's got some rude words in it. It's got a great title for country. This is a perfect play on words, and so I think you acted surprised that I knew that much about all your songs and your albums, but
you notice she's holding the guitars because she plays the chords. I can't remember. Anyway, let's do a little bit of Start Living Again If It Kills Me.
In the process of being rewritten. We'll do it like we've got it so far.
Yeah, we'll do it like we're working on it.
Okay.
It'll be a big hit for us later.
That's right.
I got up and out of this 5th floor prison and went and did something else. I've been sick of everything for so long, but now I'm even sick of myself. I'm gonna call up some old friends I used to know, although they never come around much now. But I can't blame them. Who wants to listen to me talk about you for hours? I'm gonna start living again if it kills me. It's the very last thing I do. I'm gonna make a splash in that social world and purge myself of you. Off my little black book and called Bobby, 'cause he was always good for a laugh. But when I whisper sweet nothings into his ear, I only got a dial tone back. I'm gonna start living again if it kills me. If it's the very last thing I do, I'm gonna make a splash that social world and purge myself of you. Sunday or Monday, I can't remember. I never know what day it is. Tuesday, Wednesday, or whatever. Blue days run into each other.
Coming right up, June Carter Cash, Brenda Lee, Kathy Mattea, Pam Tillis, and Carlene gather round for a circle of song.